So let's get started with the class. Now, there are specific modules that are going to be set up by theme, and each module is about 2 weeks long. The idea of it is that the first week is going to give you all the information to set up what we're learning, what the heck's going on, whether it's the very earliest film in the silent era. We're looking at war movies, and specifically during the time of World War II. We're looking at after the World War II, which is the era known as the Cold War, and how that played a role in film. We're going to be looking at what's called New Hollywood. If you think of the social movements happening in the 60s and 70s, that creates what's known as a New Hollywood. And then also we're going to be looking around Halloween of this sort of thing of scary movies or hysteria and horror. You know, that's as a genre, or even medievalism, where we love the ancient medieval past and looking at the hero, looking at princess stories in Disney, looking at superheroes. All these themes are specific modules. Now, that's going to be week number 1 is to give you the information of all these modules. Week number 2 will be applying that to a specific film. So each module will have the first week giving you information, the second week applying that to a film. Most of the films are going to be already assigned. So we'll all be looking at the same film together, but we'll be interpreting it differently because we all have different views that we're looking at it. Think of your worldview, your background, who you are, your value system, putting glasses on you, making you see through those glasses very specifically to you. And sometimes that makes the interpretation of movies drastically different than other people in your group. That's how humanities works. That's how interpretations work. So it's really important to understand that, and that's where the discussions come in that are really handy. So the first week of the modules, you will have discussions that based on the information to make sure you're understanding the material of what we're looking at, that context. The second week is then really focusing on the movie and using that information. This is where it's really important for your discussions, using that information and applying it to the movie. So you're going to be talking about the movie, but it's not going to be a movie review of if you like it or not. I don't really care if you like it or not, although it's nice. What I care about is you applying what you've learned the week before to that study of humanities through film. So, and everyone's going to have different, so that's why it's important to read other people's, because everyone's going to have different outlooks of that and how they apply it. So that's going to be what you're going to see below here. Module number 1, looking at silent film, or rather it's module number 2, because the first module was humanities through film of what that is. Now we're going to be looking at the next module, looking at the silent era. So that's module number 2, the silent era, and then that's this week. Then next week, you're going to be looking right into applying that to our first movie, which is a Charlie Chaplin film called City Lights. All right, so this is how the class will roll. Make sure to do the context, because otherwise you'll be completely lost how to apply it to the movies, and it makes it more fun. All right, you're going to change your way of looking at film. This is a bit of a forewarning. You'll never look at movies the same again after you finish this class. So good luck with that. Enjoy that. You're going to ruin it for friends, because you're going to talk about movies in a whole different way than they're used to. And yeah, it's a lot of fun that way. All right, and enjoy this next module looking into the very earliest of film and the development of Hollywood, known as the silent era. All right, take care.